Happy Friday, everyone. So sorry. I didn't mean to be late. Ethan just got home from school. I had to ask him to do something for me, and I was finishing my lunch. So, how is everybody today? It's Friday, November 17th. Have to look. 2023. Gonna get my apron on. It's so good to see everybody today. Oh my goodness, the neighborhood dogs are barking really loud. Hello. Hello, Annette from Israel. Hello, Sandy and Melly and Barbara. So today we're going to do something a little different. No paper, but we are going to revisit some felt stitching. And by revisit, I am using the Reindeer and Owl plush dies from Simon Says Stamp. So they were released years ago. My original video is from 2016, so I'm going to guess that is when those were released. I get a lot of questions, especially this time of the year, asking if I have any of the previous dies that are no longer carried, and I have them, but I'm not selling them, and they are not available. But I did see that the owl and the reindeer are still available, and I thought, well, I have an idea, so we'll do something fun with those today. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jules and Sue and Christine and Geraldine and Tina. Felt stitching, yes. So it's going to be a little different. Instead of making the little free plushie, that's what I want to say. The little plushie, we're actually going to stitch them to another piece of felt and make ornaments. I don't know how long this is going to take. I planned it out and I die cut things, but you know, your guess is as good as mine. So we'll see. I'm hoping that they'll go fast. What inspired this was this pasta project that I shared here in October, where I put the images in a hoop. So that's what we're going to be creating today. I'm really excited. I think they're going to be really cute. Oh, the boys are back from being outside. Hi, boys. Come here. Do you want to say hi? Here's Frank. Frank is going to say hi this Friday afternoon, right? Oh no, not being friendly now, okay? Okay, Odin ran off. So, let's see. I have discovered I am all in on the felt. Nancy said, me too. I just thought it would be something kind of fun. And while we're still here in November and you might have the opportunity to still be able to stitch some of these things, I thought it might be fun. Barbara says, hi, Frank. He ran off now too. Who knows? They're probably going to do WWE. Okay, I am going to, Susie, we're here for it all. Thank you. I'm going to flip my camera around. Here we go. So you can see what we have planned today. I have two projects. Now, obviously, you can still do plushes. Let me do my little picture-in-picture. There we go. You can always do that. And I did link the original video down below so you can see how to assemble them. But I think they're going, oh good, Frank wants me to throw the ball. Not right now, buddy. I think they'll be cute in hoops. This is a 4-inch hoop and this is a 5-inch hoop. I picked mine up at Michael's, but you can get them from Amazon. I did link them. I think you have to... Most of them I saw were available in packs. So the brand here is Kozer, I think. Or maybe that's a different language. Good question. But that's what they look like from Michael's. Did you have trouble cutting the glimmer or metallic with the dies? I have some, but have not tried it. That is a great question, Shari. So I did use Benzie felt for stitching these today. And this is, let me show you. I had to run it back and forth a few times. Now, I can't attest to all die cutting machines. I have a Spellbinders Platinum, and I did this metallic, you can see here, and then this glitter. I actually got a couple of different color packs from Benzie Felt, and that's where these came from. But I ran it back and forth a few times just to make sure it cut well. But I will say this felt surprisingly cut great. I had used a different brand probably 3 or 4 years ago, and it didn't cut very well, and I was super bummed. So if you are wanting to do something similar or even make a plushie with some of these fun specialty felts, I think you can totally do that. Loops and Threads, Shari said, is the brand. I knew Shari would come in clutch. It's the Michaels brand. Yes, they're bamboo. So they are really nice. They're nice and inexpensive too. I think I'm going to go pick up a few more. But I like this little 4-inch size a lot. But obviously Mr. Rudolph was not going to fit with his antlers. So we had to go up to the 5-inch. Crafts and True Crime Tracy says she cuts glitter and metallic all the time. She used the Sizzix switch and usually adds a metal adapter to help with the cutting. That is a fantastic tip. Thank you so much for sharing. Hi, Anne from the UK. Nice. Yes, Lisa says her Benzie glitter felt cuts really great on the Sizzix Big Shot. And again, this is the Benzie brand that I used here. I can't really attest to anything else. I just know that another company's felt I used one time didn't cut very good. And it's not somebody I use regularly. But this, I was a little leery, but that's why I did it today, because I wanted to make sure it cut well. Let me figure out why my DMC is in the way. You can make your own needle minder hoops with them. They take paint too if you want to add a color. Yes, Shari knows all the things about the hoops. She's the one who turned me on to these hoops. Okay, we are going to start with our reindeer. There are a few things I want to talk about before we completely dive in. And he really doesn't need to be in here, but I may just leave it for now. Some of the pieces are really teeny tiny. I generally don't stitch those on. In the past, I used hot glue. We're not going to today. We're actually going to use Aileen's tacky glue. I like this better. You know, no burning my fingers. No burning my fingers on camera would be fantastic. Oh, Beatrice just got some felt packs from Benzie and loves their felt. Yes. Oh, and the felt I'm using is the 100% Bellwether felt from Benzie. The snowflake buttons are from Buttons Galore. I did link them down below, but you can all excuse me, I'm so sorry. That grilled cheese that I just ate, I think I have a little crumb in my throat. I link these on Amazon, but I think they're in a huge pack. I mean, I do have quite a few. They're in my little jar here, but you can get them from Buttons Galore as well. Yes, Lisa says, why am I not painting a hoop? I'll tell you what, Shari has all the good tips there. So what I want to do first, actually, and this is a pom-pom, there is a die. I guess I should start by showing the dies. Please don't, I'm going to try to hold the ones that are no longer available out of the frame because they're all on this magnetic sheet. I know I'll get asked about this. These magnet sheets are by Lawn Fawn. This is what I use to keep my dies on in a 3-ring binder. The deer pieces are all kind of right here. I keep multiples on these sheets because they're big. So here are our reindeer pieces, and these are the owl pieces. This heart you can obviously mix and match and use with lots of different things. This mitten is Memory Box, and it is still available. I have lots of videos on my channel using this. It's one of my all-time favorites. So here's kind of what the pieces look like. Not all of them have holes for stitching. You can stitch them if you want to, but I am just going to glue down some of these here. Instead of cutting the nose and the eyes, I am actually going to use that red pom-pom for this. And then, as always, I love my little black, I say little, but you guys know how I feel about the beads that all of our favorite companies come out with, or the pearls. The big ones never really work great for cards, but this is where they come in clutch. So I feel like we're using them. Oh, Hobby Lobby has some snowflake buttons in their holiday section, Barbara said. That is great to know. So those are some dimensional things that we're going to add in addition. I'm also going to move my buttons out of the way for now. And then jingle bells are always fun. So we're actually going to sew a little jingle bell on here just for another little dimensional thing. Go through your craft stash, I guess, is what I want to say here. I completely went through my craft stash when I was coming up with what I wanted to use for this. You could do all kinds of different decorative stitching in the background if you want to. And then, whoops, when we get to the end, I am going to show you how I make a bow. We'll make the bow for the reindeer hoop using this bow tool. And I'm going to set that aside for now. Okay, let's start with our reindeer, and we're going to do a little gluing, and then we'll do a little stitching. Beatrice, I do keep them in a 3-ring binder. It gets heavy. It does get very, very heavy. So I use a couple. Now this is probably going to take a little bit to dry. Actually, it also gets kind of gunky. So I'm just going to use a piercing tool. But I like this glue a lot. Use your stuff, Shari said. She's saying that too. Yes. So I'm just going to put a little glue on here. No fingers will be burned. I am going to use a hot glue gun in a little bit, but not right this minute. I want it to kind of appear, you could just do one antler, but I kind of want it to look like the other one. You can see it from the other side of his head. I hope I like that placement. Well, we're going to like it now because that's where he's staying. And then we have the other one in the ear. Okay, that looks good. Collapsible beading needle is a game changer. I will tell you this, I can't find mine. I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off right before this live because it's not where I thought it was. I don't know. And I have a whole pack of them. So wherever they are, they're together. They'll show up. Oh, how nice. That's good to know, Lisa. She said she makes children's little books with the Benzie felt and it holds up great. Yeah, I wish I could share the collapsible beading needle, but I must have used it. It is not where I thought it was. It's fantastic. Barbara, I think Barbara is the one who told me about it, who's here in the chat. And she is right. It's so good. I don't know. It's not where I thought it was. It's not with the felt project I was working on. I don't know where it went to. I think we're going to, since I have my glue out, we are going to glue these little spots here as well. Let me be careful. I'm not going to talk very much while I'm trying to be careful with this. Okay. That looks pretty good. All right, I'm back. No fingers were harmed in the making of this video. That is correct. Okay. Wonder where my little pickup tool went to. Oh, I put it away. And did I lose? Oh no, there it is. This isn't really going to work that great with the felt, is it? Tweezers. Let me wipe that glue off my finger so I'm not going to worry about that. All right. These pieces are just so teeny tiny, but to the overall finished design, they're so cute. Oops. There we go. And there we go. Tap. That looks good. Let's see. You've got to try the Aleene's glue pen. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know they had a glue pen. Okay, well, that's something I'm going to be doing. Oh my gosh, that's amazing, Tina. Oh, Peggy's going to use the pashta mitten die to make mittens for her grandkids. That's awesome. Okay, I know I started stitching this because I wanted to make sure I liked that. But we're actually going to do the face details first, and I'm going to use some white. Now, the key to stitching with felt, different than maybe if you're stitching cross stitch, is you want a sharp needle. A sharp needle is key because it pierces through the felt if there aren't stitching holes, which obviously I'm using some stitching holes, but I'm not for everything. Oops. I like to use 3 strands of embroidery floss. Let's see. Felt banner with a row of the adorable reindeer. I gotta tell you, that was my original idea, but there was no way to implement that. I thought the exact same thing. That's so funny. Great minds think alike. I thought it would be cute to do like all of Santa's reindeer and kind of finish with, oh my goodness, with Rudolph. Oh, my stomach is still growling. Goodness sakes. It has been growling for like an hour and a half. So crazy. So many creative ideas added to the chat. That is one of the best things I think about these lives and the chat is just the inspiration and ideas shared. I love it so much. Oh, you're not, is it Carola? I'm probably saying your name wrong. You're not late. I have not really got too started yet. I'm stitching, so of course it's probably going to take forever. All right. I did not know that there was a tacky glue pen, so I'm super pumped about that. I am actually going to not do a blanket stitch for this face detail. I think we're just going to go like up and down like regular. Now there are die cut holes. Only one of them really popped out. I don't push mine out. I know you can. I don't. Hi, Carolyn. I am just going to go every other, just like if I was stitching this as a standalone plush or ornament or whatever the case may be. Yes, you did see me do that, and I will show that again. I remove the floss one strand at a time. It has to be one strand at a time, or they get tangled. But you can remove them from your floss drop that way without removing all the floss and pulling one strand. That is the only way to go. Jeanette says tacky glue pen, yay, for sure. Oh, Sandy said she was just at Hobby Lobby and saw the glue pen but didn't get it. Well, I'm heading there tomorrow, so I'm adding that to my shopping list. I have a whole little list. It's not very long, but just like a few little random things that I need to pick up for decorating or for crafting. Oh, thank you so much, Stacy. I love doing these felt. I think they're fun. And it's been a long time since I've shared these on my channel, and when I saw that they were still available, I thought, it might be fun to revisit them and see what we can make with them now. And I think that's one of the best things about our craft supplies is reimagining them and, using them year after year. So I made it all the way around, and then I'm just going to go around again. I prefer to do this with all my felt stitching, if you've watched any of my previous videos, rather than like a traditional back stitch. Oh, whoops. I got caught up. I probably shouldn't have 2 needles in here, but we do. We're going to go with it. You're seeing how I actually do things. Got the fabric tack because that's what Lizzie used in her video for the, the snow globes. I did not know that. I didn't watch the video. I probably should have. Okay. I got my other one all tangled. There we go. We're almost done with this part. Oh, that's awesome, Lisa. Thank you so much. It's fun to go back. I have to say, I started watching this original video and I was like, oh my goodness. Of course, you know. But so here's the other way I came to decide that I should maybe revisit this. I was looking to see what videos have been watched a lot, and this old video actually still gets a ton of views. And I thought, well, and I can believe it because, like I said, I do get quite a few questions asking about the other dyes that are no longer available that I showed in that. So I thought, well, maybe I should revisit this for a little bit of fun. And there's his little face. My family is gathering in Destin for our Thanksgiving, so I'm going to check out Hobby Lobby. Nice. Okay, I am just going to go ahead and tie this off. Here's something else. I wasn't going to stitch this in the hoop, but it's kind of amazing how nice this is to stitch in the hoop. It gives it some nice stability. Sounds good, Barbara. All right, scissors. These are not the ones I wanted, but that's okay. All right. We are going to do blanket stitch now. You don't have to at all. You can do exactly what I did. I wanted to try it. The great thing is, you're not out anything. If you try it and don't like it, you can rip it out. I mean, be careful ripping it out, but you can. So what I do is I'm going to go down from the front in that next hole, and I have already started, and I'm going to leave a little space, and then right on the outside of my shape, I'm coming back up from the back side, and then we're going to go through that loop and pull tight. Oh, and try not to get a knot in your embroidery floss. That would be helpful too. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, let me try to get this straightened up. Oh, I think maybe I'm missing a strand. It looks like maybe I didn't get them all. Let me just start that over because I need to re-thread my needle. Oh, what in the world is going on here? Yes, Shari, you do. Get the collapse. I don't know if Hobby Lobby probably has a collapsible beading needle. I can't remember. I think I ordered mine. All right. So let's go back. Let's pull our loop. It can be a little fussy and tricky, but it's cute. It's decorative. It's the whole point is just to have fun. Have fun with it. Benzie is the company And they have some specialty felts in some of their palettes. You can also just purchase regular 100% wool felt. They also have some felt blends and stuff. But it is simply a company. And I have a link down below. You can check it out and see what you think. It's looking kind of cute, I think. I'm loving it. Let's see. We're just going to stitch all the way around. This isn't a ton of stitching. These shapes aren't super big, so I thought we'd probably be safe doing this for a live. But who knows? You know, sometimes things go wrong. But hopefully not. We won't put that out in the universe. I got to get this held the way I like to hold it. Let's see. You did catch me live. You caught me making or stitching with felt today. Thought it would be fun. I did a live last year with felt, so I thought, well, we will try it again this year. We'll see how it goes. Oh, that's okay that it's sent twice. Sometimes that happens. It's live. Question, I'm new to stitching, but what... Oh, I already answered that. I'm so sorry. I see now that you said it sent twice. They have different palettes where they have curated certain color combinations, but you can also just order felt individually. And other places I like felt are Pashta Design. I like their 100% wool felt, and I also love the Felt Pod. And they sell theirs in rolls. I usually get the sheets from Benzie. Are you going to put a backing on the hoop? I am going to put a backing on the hoop. I have a new idea, Beatrice, and I'm hoping it's going to work out today. So stay tuned. We shall see together live. I did a different backing for, and I like it. It's fine for this one that I was showing earlier. There's a video on my channel, but I have a different idea for this one. I've prepped everything. We're going to see how it goes. But I like a backing on mine. I like to kind of hide all of this. And I also like to puff it up. I usually just use leftover batting, quilt batting. But you can also use polyester fiberfill if you like to. I'd love to know in the chat if you have never tried stitching with felt. If you maybe are just kind of diving into it, let me know. If you're a long-time felt stitcher, you can let me know that too. I always love hearing from you guys, kind of finding out what you're interested in and all of that good stuff. Let's see. Bought my beading needles from Hobby Lobby. Is it the collapsible beading needles? I have regular beading needles from Hobby Lobby. I can't keep up with it all. They are fun. And what I love the most about this, and some of you might be OGs who have these from years ago. If you're just coming into the live, I have had these dies since, well, my original video is from 2016. So I'm guessing that's the year they were released, because they don't really carry them at Simon Says Stamp anymore that I know of, but they have these still available. And so I was like, oh, I still have these in my stash. We should try them. Never. I'm a newbie and like this. Oh, good. I need to start die cutting all my Christmas dies from Posh to this weekend. It's going to take some time. Cassie, I just was organizing some stuff for that too. I don't know that I'll get it done this weekend, but I am right there with you because I have some big, I have something I would like to at least get started this year. I've never used the beading needles. I have the long, thin ones. What is the advantage of the collapsible? Okay, so you know how the eye on a beading needle is super teeny tiny. I mean, microscopic. So on a collapsible beading needle, I really wish I had not lost mine. I know that I'm going to find them as soon as this live is over. The eye is big, so it makes it really easy to put your floss through the eye of the needle. But then as you go through your seed bead and your sequin, it collapses. It collapses flat, basically, so it goes right through. It is fantastic. Looks like I'm going to need to get some more floss. Maybe before I get too close to the end, I should do that so that I'm not fighting my... I have never tried felt, but I'm always willing to try something new. Nice. I have been stitching for 45 years, but only working for felt for 8, Lisa said. Just ordered the deer and felt, Stacy said. Oh, good. They're so cute. And there was the suggestion in the chat here, and I thought this would be cute too. The suggestion was, wouldn't it be cute to, I think I should have stitched my deer on first before I stitched the face, but I'm sorry, I got distracted by thinking. To do like all of the reindeer and almost do a banner of reindeer. Okay, I'm going to go down here. I'm lifting up. I should have probably stitched my reindeer on first. I thought I was going to do it different. I changed my mind, of course. We're going to actually end this, and I'm going to restart where I can kind of hide it. I cut out 8 pashta dies at a time, clean out the holes and clean up the mess, and then start stitching, and then I start all over. Oh my gosh. Not me. I'd make a giant mess and clean it up later. Does that surprise anybody? Allergic to wool, but have made ornaments from non-wool felt, but dies won't work on that, so I just use scissors and simple shapes. Oh, I always forget that you are allergic. That is such a bummer. I need to find my better scissors. Because those are my paper scissors, and those do not work. All right, I'm going to show what I'm not using this one, I don't think. And I don't know why this one isn't on a floss thing. Let me grab one real quick. Because I find it's easier to pull my floss off of... I'm just going to stick it on this. This is not what it really goes on, but we're going to do it. Nichol, I think the banner of deer would be adorable. I do too, Cassie. Oh, how fun. Maureen says that she got addicted to felt when I shared some lawn fawn projects a few years ago. That is fun. Okay, normally I have a separate floss style, but I must not have cut one for this yet. If you don't want to take all of your floss off and pull them off individually, take your needle, and the key to this is you want to grab one strand of floss, and I take 3 strands. When I stitch with felt, I prefer 3 strands, but you can't pull all 3 at once or it will knot up. You get 1 strand and you just pull it out. So then you're going to go in and you're going to get another one. And you pull it out, and the benefit to this is you don't have to take it all off and put it back. So I have my 3 strands. I usually just kind of, oops. Usually I'm a little bit better at this, but and I usually have them on my needle, and I can just kind of separate. Just like that. That's how I pull them off my floss drop. I made the Christmas tree banner that I made last year. Oh, that was so fun. I just got all that stuff out. I haven't put it up in my room yet. I'm cleaning up a couple things, but I'm getting ready to put that up. I'm so excited. That was a fun project last year. You can always use any dies that you have too. Cassie, you're welcome. It's my favorite thing because I'm lazy. Now, obviously, this is going to be covered up. I don't care if it looks super great or not. So let's go ahead here. Getting started again, not my favorite. Okay, I came up in that last one that I was in. Even though most of this is going to be hidden, I still want it to look nice, so. And there we go. I think it sold on brown card bobbins. My mom just gave me her full size Gemini. Will the Gemini cut? I'm not sure what, without damaging it. I usually use my Spellbinders Platinum. I don't know. I've not used the Gemini. I think that you can, but I don't use the Gemini, so I can't say to that. I'm sorry. If somebody else uses the Gemini, let me know. I think I've said this before. I actually put my Gemini back away. I don't like my Gemini. I know, don't throw things at me. It's just not my favorite. Is your background felt? It is. Yes, it is felt. Oh, felt. Yes. I don't think... I feel like someone told me they used their Gemini, but I don't remember. I'm sure it's fine, but... Oh, you just saw my close-up. No, that's okay. Does anyone use the Gemini to cut felt? Now I want to know. We'll get around here eventually. I think you could also maybe use some other fabrics for the background. I mean, anything that you can stitch it to. Felt is very easy. So that's one of the reasons I do that. Oh, I do have a knot. Shoot. We'll get it out. Well, this was going to go real fast, but maybe not. I thought. Okay. Lisa says she doesn't like her Gemini and she doesn't think it cuts felt very well. And Cassie said it didn't work well for her. So there's a couple of feedback. If anyone has had good luck with it, let me know. What do you not like about the Gemini? I just don't like it. I don't like how it cuts. I've never liked mine. Maybe I don't have a good one. When I got it, I thought it was going to cut detail dies well. I know that's how it's marketed. And I know a lot of people have great luck with it. Mine did not work well for me. And I have replaced the plates multiple times. And I just really think I maybe got a bad one. I know it happens. It's fine. I know a lot of people love it. So don't let my opinion influence that. I probably should try another one of these days. But I love my Spellbinders, and so that's just kind of what I stick with. Let's see. Laura cuts felt on her electric Big Shot all the time using the Spellbinders universal plates. That's good to know. Let's see. Crafts and True Crime Tracy uses the Sizzix switch and loves it. And Spark Searcher has used her Gemini Junior and the metal shim to get good cuts with the thin cricket felt, but hasn't tried it with wool felt. What die cutting machine do you use? Therese says, I use the Spellbinders Platinum. It is what I use for everything. It's what I use to cut paper, felt. I really just don't use anything else anymore. Here about, I want to say 7 or 8 months ago, I thought I was going to try, I got my Gemini back out and I thought, it's been like 2 or 3 years. Let's give it another try. I still don't like it. So I probably just should rehome it. It probably needs rehomed. Anna Griffin doesn't cut felt well either, but loves it for paper. You know, that might be something too. I'm wondering if those electric die cutters maybe don't cut the felt so good, and that's when a manual die cutting machine really comes in handy. Stacy says she says she's cut loads of felt the past few days, but used the metal shim and extra cardstock shims, cut straight through the felt, no problem. So there is some tips if you want to try that with your Gemini. Thank you so much for sharing. Spellbinders for the win, Shari said. That's my opinion. Spellbinders for the win. Jacqueline, I don't know if they're going to or not. I really just... I'm going to go back down this one. Okay, when you're doing tight little corners like this, I may have to use that same hole because I don't want it to be funny. That is a good question about Spellbinders. Oh, that might be funny anyway, Nicole. I don't know that that's going to look very good. There we go. Sometimes I talk to myself. I don't know if I'll blanket stitch the owl. This took way longer than I thought. We might just straight go around him. Either way is cute. I just wanted to try something. It's playtime. This is our Friday playtime. I was cutting so much felt that I had to try the electronic avenue. I need my Spellbinders for my glimmer. Yes. Oh man, I just roll it through. I roll it and roll it. I was mass producing some stuff a couple months ago out of felt. Let's just say my arm got tired. That was a lot of rolling through, but I got it. I got it in the end. Okay, almost done. Is that a... Where's the hole at for this? Oh, there is one right there. You just don't see it. Blanket stitch does take a while. It's just I had this idea and I thought, well, let's see if it's cute. It is cute, but it's also time consuming. Oh my gosh, I never knew about the trick on pulling one thread off at a time. Oh, good! I'm glad I could help. I do it when I'm cross stitching too. If I need more than, well, even if I just need one strand, that's how I pull all my floss off. I love it. Okay, couple more, and then we're going to start doing some of the rest of the putting this guy together. And then we'll move on to the owl because I really want to get to both of them. Blanket stitch is super cute. It's just so fun and decorative. Sometimes I feel like it and sometimes I don't, you know? I think I did it last year for the trees, didn't I? Yeah. And that took forever. Okay. My hoop's getting in the way. I made a special sandwich of plates and platforms and I can cut my felt with one pass. Cassie, do share. Lisa says blanket stitch gives that heirloom vibe. Loves it. Thank you. All right. Okay, we have made it around with that knot might just stay there. It might be one of those times I don't care. No, I think I got it. All right. What I'm actually gonna, well, no, let's just tie it off. I was gonna take my hoop off. I still might have to. Please share what you sandwich with, Cassie. We all want to know. Rollin', rollin', rollin'. Meet those felties rollin'. Oh my gosh. Do I have another knot again? No. All right. Even if I do, we're living with it. So now I have the cute little collar out of red, but I think I'm going to do a contrast white stitch for that. And then we're going to finish by stitching on his little bell. I need help in loading DMC floss onto floss drops. Any suggestions on how long to cut the strands? I do not do a specific length. I actually take the whole thing off of, or I pull it from the skein. I fold it in half, fold it in half, fold it in half, cut both ends, and then that's how I put it on. I don't know if that makes sense, but so I don't actually measure mine. That's just how I do that. Okay, so we're going to add our eye, the bell. I know, the bell's going to be the cutest. He needs an eye, though. I want these to start drying, and we have our pom-pom for our nose. I think it will stay put, I hope, while I'm working. If not, we may move on to the owl and just come back when this is dry. Little pom-pom nose. I just love dimension. If I can use dimension, because I don't use it in my cards that much, now I want an almond joy. Sorry. That's funny. Okay, so I'm going to do a contrast color, and we're just going to do a straight little stitch. I'm going to start at this end so that I come back here, and then I'm going to stitch the bell on. So, actually going to come up right there, and we're just going to stitch right through. Oh, he's going to be, with his little face, isn't he cute? Do we all want to make reindeer now? I know I asked earlier, but I should have had like do a hands up or tell me in the chat if you're OG and you have this die set. There's a great tip from Nadine. She says the length of your floss depends on your reach. Usually if it's DMC, pull out 3 bends of the skein. So you kind of like pull, you know, against your arm. I do mine different for how I load it on floss drops. But yes, that's a fantastic tip. Okay. So there is his little collar, and I'm going to come back up in this one. Got my little jingle bell. We're just going to feed that right through, and that's why I started at this end, so that I started and ended here so that I could add the bell like so. Ta-da! Maureen says yes. Sassy Chick says yes. Yes, a visual is better for sure, Cassie. I know. I probably should show that in a live sometime. If I have, we'll see how much time is left. I'm not hopeful today. I may do how I load it onto a floss. It's really hard to show because the floss is so long. Okay, I double knotted that. That's perfect. That's not one of my jingly jingle bells. Well, that's okay. All right. I think everything is drying okay. We may go ahead and add snowflakes. What is OG? Oh, original. I was just being silly. I think it's original gangster. Actually, that's not what we are here, by the way. It just means these dies came out years and years ago. I was asking who had them from a long time ago. So because we needed the 5-inch hoop to fit with the antlers, I thought it would be fun to fill the space. I don't know about you guys, but I always have tons of buttons. I love them. I have loved them forever. I'm going to fill the space with some buttons, but I also think we're going to go in with some seed beads here later as well. We'll see, time permitting. The bell is perfect. Oh, yay! I have all of the stitching dies you've used. Yay! Spellbinders has a magnetic plate, Shari's asking. You know, I don't know. I don't have it, if they do. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch on my buttons real quick, and then I'm probably going to do the owl, and I'll come back and add seed beads in a little bit because I need my beading needle, which we've already discussed. I can't find my collapsible beading needle, of course. It's not where I left it. It must have got up and walked away. Even if you don't have snowflake buttons, I just think some little white buttons would be cute, or a scattering of snowflake sequins with seed beads would be cute. But this is a great way to use up some of our fun little dimensional stuff that we probably all have floating around in our craft rooms. Use what you have, like I said earlier. Oh, it is Sizzix, Cassie said. The magnetic plate. Love this idea. Yay, Laura! Snowflake sequins for the win. They're so much fun. I probably could have trailed my floss all the way to the other side, but I'm trying to conserve my floss, I guess. I don't know if this saves me much. Okay, let's see where I want to do these. Oh, I think I was supposed to put another one down here, was I? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's do that one. I did die cut 2 ears, but I just didn't think that the other one, it didn't look right. What do you like to do to the back of the hoop like this, Lisa said? I am going to show you. So I did it a different way before, but I had the idea. I use sticky board for my cross stitch finishing, but any cardboard would work. The sticky board, I use that because I have it. I'm going to show you what I did. So I just took a circle die as a guide. I didn't use these to die cut anything, but I figured out what fit the back of my frame. Let's use this one. Let's pretend it has something in it. And I traced my circle. And what I'm going to do is, this has a sticky side, and then it has a side that isn't. We're going to just put some felt on this so it looks pretty on the sticky side. And then I'm going to hot glue it to the back so that it looks really nice and finished. So that's my plan for this. I have not actually done it this way before. This was my big idea. my big idea. I don't know that it's a big idea. It was my idea that I thought might look nice. Let's say it that way. Is the beading needle that long bendable one that doll makers use? I do not know. I actually know nothing about doll making. So if someone has made dolls or, you know, stuffed animals, bears or whatever, let me know. Frank did it. Exactly. That's exactly what happened, Susie. Yeah, if anyone has made dolls and stuff in the past, let me know. I really wish I could find mine. I'm super irritated. Super irritated. You know that as soon as I'm done being live, it's going to show up. Always. Oh, I love it. Okay, so there's a lot of space, but I felt like adding any more snowflake buttons was a little too much. So what we're going to do for the rest of the space is actually add seed beads to fill in a little bit more. Just size and spatially, I suppose I want to say. I felt like that might look a little bit better. So let me tie this off because we're going to need... I'm going to have to get my other needles out, I suppose. Darn it. Darn. Well, they work, so it's fine. Okay, so this is actually just a traditional beading needle. It's super tiny. You can see the eye is really, really super tiny. Let me hope that I can get it threaded. This is why the collapsible one is so great, is because it's much easier. I'm just going to pull one strand. I like to just use one strand. Frank is using your stuff to make secret holiday presents. Okay, let's just say the presents that he has left in the past, I'm not a fan of. The collapsible beading needle, you can get it on Amazon as well. It's at Pashta. Take my glasses off. Oh, I got it. Success. Okay. The only magnetic plate I see on Spellbinders is the Better Press. Oh, I don't know, since I'm not on there. Exact. Siobhan's laughing. If you have pets, you know. Even the best behaved ones leave presents. So here is, I have lots of different bead options. I think I just literally want to add these white ones. These are Pretty Pink Posh marshmallow beads, but Hobby Lobby or your other craft stores are going to have tons of seed beads. What exactly is a collapsible needle? Is it any? Yes, Sandy, it's easier to thread. I don't have mine. I thought I did, and then I couldn't find it before I went live. I do have them. The eye is big. Like it's almost like a kind of, I would say, almost a diamond shape. And so it makes it very easy to put your thread through because you can see, maybe you can't because it literally, the eye of this beading needle is so tiny. They're hard to thread. So the ease or the benefit, I should say, of a collapsible needle is that you can thread it easily, but then the eye collapses as you go through your seed bead. And that's why you have to have a beading needle if you want to do any beading at all, because the seed beads won't go, the eye won't go through your seed bead. Okay, normally I would do I guess we could do a sequin. I don't really want to use these though. I really just want the pure white bead If you're going through a die cut hole, I don't recommend this, but through any solid felt, it's okay. Normally you have to have the sequin to hold your seed bead in place, but I usually am fine if I'm just stitching out wherever. I did it here a lot too on this one. So when I stitched some of these on the sequins and I used a seed bead, but then I just scattered some seed beads throughout. It's kind of, I love that look. So we're going to scatter a few of these white seed beads, and you go up through your seed bead and you go around it and you just tack it down. So we're going to add an assortment. Yes, Sandy, you are going to want to get one of those. I'm really sorry I don't have one. I'm going to try to do another video. Maybe I have filmed some that I haven't edited yet where I used it. So hopefully I'll have those up soon. And then I really just like to kind of go all over the place and add in a bunch of these little snowflakes. I think they're going to add a lot to the overall look. Beading needles are a plus. They make everything so much easier. And if you want to attach sequins or things like that to your projects, they're fantastic. Or just regular, any little regular seed beads. Oh, where'd that guy go? Come back. How's everybody doing? I know this is going to be a long live today. I hope that's okay. Obviously, I know not everyone can hang around the whole time, but I really just wanted to, I don't know, have playtime. It sounds like the thin wire on a needle threader. You know what, Rita? That's a great way of explaining it. Yes. I think it very much is like that. And you can kind of see the fill-in is super cute. I think that adds quite a lot to this design. I think I should have put another one there. We might just do that. Let's just pop up there and yeah, so this is what it ends up looking like on the back when I'm done. I try not to travel so much, but every once in a while. Hi, Cheryl. You're fine. Oops. Oh, that was about bad. I'm going to be here a while today because we're just stitching, felt stitching and having some fun. I think it's going to be super cute with those beads. Look how cute that is. And it fills in a lot of the open space where I just feel like if I had added more buttons, it overwhelms. And I think the beads are a little more subtle. Oh. I think I was trying to pull off one that was attached. It's your day off. Well, that's good. It's a fun way. You can also just maybe do some stitching in the back, or if you have other dies and you want to die cut maybe some little snowflake shapes and stitch them, I think that would be cute. Just use your imagination. Have fun with it. Thank you so much, Cheryl. I'm here for the felt stitching. Well, maybe I'm keeping you guys company, I guess, while you're doing other things today. This is a nice way to end the week, honestly, for me. I hope it is for you guys too. But I was really, really excited to get to this today. Almost felt like a reward. I made it. We made it through another week. Oh, thank you so much, DG. There we go. As you attach the bead, are you coming up and down the same hole on the felt? I am, but there's not pre-die cut holes in the felt. I'm just stitching wherever. If it's a pre-die cut hole, I would say please add a sequin, but you're coming up and going down in the same spot. So you come up through the back. Let me do one over here. In case you haven't done this before, I should have explained that. Thank you. You come up from the back, and then I'm going to grab a seed bead, and I usually just scoop through here, and usually one or two ends up on my needle. So we've got our bead. And then you're not going back down through the needle, you're going around, or through the needle. You're not going back through the bead, you're going around the bead and then through that same hole. And that's how you attach your seed bead. I'm going to get another strand of floss. I'm getting kind of close to the end and I don't want to. Oh, thank you so much. Made it. Thank you, Michelle. Stay in the jammies. That's fantastic. Oh, I think I just went through my skin. Oops. Luckily, it wasn't a big needle. Let me get another strand of floss. I always think I'm going to be able to make it with one, but then I end up adding tons. The holiday season needs to be 6 months. Well, you know what? And I always think to myself, start earlier, start earlier. I always forget. Oh my goodness, I love him. How fun is he? Okay, I gotta take my glasses off, because there is not going to be any of me being able to see up close. Frank, where's Mommy's collapsible needles? He said, wherever you left them, Mom. I'm sure you put them somewhere. Haha. Yes, it was hard to tell. I hope that explains it, Terry. Let me know. I'll show it again here like a little bit slower because I know I just get going. But I really want to do my owl too. Let's see. Therese, we might have to implement like a monthly Christmas something or other next year so that we can do all the fun things. Okay, so I've come up from the back. I did knot it. I'm just going to scoop a bead on here. And then I'm going to go around my bead, kind of back through that same hole, and I'm going to secure it. The beads come in all colors and all kinds of fun things. So just have fun with it. And I love, so I have these beads from Pretty Pink Posh, which is, if anybody is not a paper crafter who's here, they're a paper crafting company. And I used them for shakers and stuff a lot. But I love when I can kind of get double duty from my products. Christmas in July is a great tradition. Yes, for sure. Maybe I need to work on doing a... Oh, thank you, Donna. Love see. Did you just get here or have you been quiet today? I usually always notice that. Thank you. You made my day. So we'll fill in this side, and then I'm going to show you how I'll finish this. And then I'm going to make the owl. I've decided it's just going to be a super long live. Some people stream long lives. This is how long it actually takes. When I edit it down, I cut out a lot. I probably also cut out the me getting mad, me taking the dogs out, all of the things, all of the things. I vote for monthly Christmas and hold us accountable to getting it done. Yes, Catherine, I am getting close to 100,000. I've had some generous companies reach out with some, so we're getting close. I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. So close. If you haven't subscribed, I guess this is a good opportunity. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I would love for you to subscribe. We have a wonderful community here, and you guys are the best. Oh, you guys, thank you. Oh, thank you, Tina. Yes, it's my birthday week. So this is my birthday present to myself, I guess. Or maybe to everybody. Ouch. I don't know. I wanted to make these, and I've literally been looking forward to this all week long. I have so many felt projects I want to make. I should show you guys my notebook sometime with all the ideas I have in it for things I want to make. Do you guys do that too? Like keep a running list of all the things that you want to make? Oh, yes, thank you. I missed it. The deer is, Simon says stamp, Rita. Shari, thank you so much for answering that. And it is many years old. I have another video, I did link it down below, where I turned it into a plush. I just thought it would be fun to use it in a different way today. All right, last seed bead, I think. I always like to look at it in the viewfinder of the camera to see what I think. I think that looks pretty good. I could have added another one up high, but I'm not going to worry about it at this point. I think we're good. Nope, that's not going to get that off. What is that? Little fuzzy. Come here. All right. We are just going to tie this off. Thank you so much. You've been quietly watching. I always love when you're here. Let's see. Cassie's telling you hi too, Donna. Okay. Since I left it in the hoop for my stitching, that part's done. I'm on this one. I might do it on my owl. He's hiding up here behind me. So let's go ahead and finish this guy so I can show you how I want to finish this. I'm going to have to, I do have my hot glue gun heating up. So I'm going to go grab that real quick. Okay, so I said I don't use my hot glue gun that much. For this, I'm going to. I want to fold my felt over to the inside. So I'm going to put, I'm going to put my glue on the wood only, not my felt. And we're just going to fold it over and try not to burn ourselves. Some of this I did not leave very much. This is just going to kind of clean up that edge. There's other ways to do it. I gathered it before. That was kind of hard. This is easier. So this is what we're doing today. So I'm going to, let me see if I'm showing that. We're going to put a little glue along here. And then we're just going to fold that over. Like so. And really, at this point, if you're going to hang this like against something and you'll never see the back, you could call it good if you wanted. I am going to finish it. That way, if you want to use it as an ornament or it's going to hang on something that you'll see, free all afternoon, stay live as long as you want, Wilma said. Donna, thank you. I didn't order my felt early enough. Going to make the 12 days of Stitchmas ornaments this time and make them again when the felt arrives. Oh, how fun. Probably won't be till next year. You know, it's okay. If you don't get things done this year, it's okay. That's why I was talking about I keep that running list, and sometimes I revisit. I had thought about revisiting these last year, and I just did not have time. So it happens. Let's just run that glue. This is not the tidiest, but again, no one's going to see. We're just going to secure it all down. I taught elementary school for 30 years and have the hot glue gun scars to prove it. Yes. Right? I swear. Hot glue is... You could also use, you know, the tacky glue if you want to. I just don't want to wait for it to dry. When I don't want to wait for things to dry, the hot glue cut is what we use. Okay. So, that looks pretty good. Minimal hot glue. Cannot recommend this guy enough. I bought him like a year or so ago. He's cordless. He goes on a base. I love him. All right. He went back. So now you can see it looks really cute and clean. I was talking earlier, I used a die. You can use any circle shape. What I did before I started this was I had measured this onto, this is some sticky press-on board. So one side you can peel off and stick something to it, which I am going to put a little felt on it. But I've already traced out the size that fits this. So I'm going to cut right on the line. And I know some people have asked me, this is hard to cut. I don't think it will die cut. I did not even try because it's very sticky. So I am just going to cut this guy out. And then I'm going to use him as a guide because I want to put some batting in my ornament. He is so cute. Yay! Okay, I have lots of leftover batting from quilt projects, so this is just scrap batting. Let me... Oh, where are my good scissors? Not here. Hold, please. I'm back. I forgot I was cutting ribbon to put on my Christmas tree. All right, what we're going to do, I'm going to have to cut this down. Now, you can use polyester fiberfill. I am just going to cut some circle shapes. I'm using this as a guide. It's really not that high tech. This is just... I like this better because it's nice and flat, so it'll fill the hoop with something soft, but it's not going to be lumpy bumpy like polyester fiberfill. That's why I like to use batting. I may have to trim this down a little bit more, we'll see. Actually, it's not too bad. Do a little bit more. I just want that to be nice and full. Let's see. Yeah, it does not cut. Okay, good. Therese says it doesn't. I didn't think so. I didn't even want to try. Batting is great for this. And this is a great thing for leftover batting. I may cut this one down a little bit smaller. I'm just using this as a guide. It doesn't have to be perfect. All of this is like my non-perfect way of doing it because it's going to get hidden. I just like it because it's nice and, like I said, soft. And it gives that soft factor. I'm going to cut that down a little bit. Gives the soft factor without being lumpy bumpy. That's my technical term. Oh, Rita says that she has die cut sticky board, but word of caution, put the die on the non-sticky side. I gotta tell you, I'm terrified I'll ruin my machine. So I don't. I don't mind cutting it like this if I need a circular shape. Oh, I think that's going to be good. Might even be too much. Let's see. So here's what that's going to look like on the back. It's going to look nicer than this. Okay. I think that's about 6 layers of sticky board for anybody who's curious. That's how many I used. Now, I just have some white felt here. And what I'm going to do, because I want my back to be felt as well, this side is that sticky side. Catherine, I wonder if my old Martha Stewart circle cutter would work. I do not know. Watching a live the other day, and people were saying they didn't have fingerprints anymore because of paper crafting. Okay, so I just used something sharp to peel it up. It is really sticky. So I'm actually going to stick the sticky side to the felt, and I'm going to leave a little room like that. Oh, I got stuff everywhere. This is going to be a mess to clean up. Who's coming to help me clean later? And I'm just going to cut around this as well. I'm leaving a little bit. Because this is my big plan. We'll see if it works. Literally, I haven't tried this. This is just what we're doing today. I probably should have put this on the sticky side. So I'm just going to cut little things all the way around so I can fold it to the back. I'm calling this our crafty playtime today. We're seeing what works and what doesn't. I think some of these I left too long. So I'm going to glue this down now, like so. Yep. Hot glue gun too, again. Hey Odin, don't move, okay? I've just stepped over Odin like 6 times. So we're just gonna run some glue here. I probably should have done this the other way, but that's okay. If I had left this side the sticky side, I could have just stuck it, but then it would have been sticky. My desk is covered in ribbon, jars of beads and felt ornaments that I'm trying to finish off. Total disaster. Thank you. This makes me feel so much better about myself. Messy crafting for the win. And really the key to this is just go slow. Just go slow. We're pulling tight. We want it to be clean. My whole goal with this is just so that the back of my ornament looks nice. Ornament, wall hanger, whatever. It's kind of big, but if you have a big tree, it'd probably be just fine. I love to clean, Molly said. Perfect. You're invited. I love to clean too. What's funny is I have been in a huge cleaning mood this week, just not in my craft room. I have been cleaning out drawers, cabinets, reorganizing, throwing away things, cleaned the fridge, cleaned my medicine cabinet, cleaned up my makeup drawers, reorganized. Oh, it's delightful. Now I just need to get gung-ho about doing in here. Nightmare of every crafter, the cleaning, yeah. Oh, move furniture to get the Christmas tree up, cleaned that. Clean all the things. Okay. So here is what our little back looks like. Looks pretty good to me. And we are going to glue this down, I think. I don't think I need quite that many layers. I want it to be flat. That looks good. So 5. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3. Yes. So I end up with 5 layers in here. So let's double check this. You can see it's slightly smaller than the hoop. I'm going to put glue around here and glue it down. And then I'm just going to push nice and firm, and that should be right where we want it. Me too. I wonder, the bug guy was here and was like, whoa, you're serious about crafting. Every time they come here, they're like, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I do this. I craft. I craft all the things. I think they're always so interested. And of course, there's lights in here and then cameras, so it's obvious that I film. So I think they're always like, what is going on? It's so funny. Okay. Look how cute. Now, I did pull this out. I haven't decided yet. If you've got cute pom-pom trim, I even think pom-pom trim would be cute. Or maybe even be cute here. What do we think? Oh my gosh, I kind of like this. You guys vote. It might be too much. You can always add stuff if you want. I'm probably going to leave it off for now. Oh, maybe I could do it like this. I could do it around like that. I might like that better. Oh, I kind of like that. Pom-poms! How about like that? I think I like it laid flat. We're going to start and end up here because I'm going to make a bow to finish it. Yes. Okay, I'm going to need more hot glue. Let's get a new stick. This will only take a second. I love the trim. Yes, do it! See, you guys are my people. We're just going to put, and we can work nice and slow for this. We don't want to do a ton of glue. So I'm just going to have the pom-pom stick barely along that edge. Yes, I like it laid flat. If you've got ribbon, rickrack, I literally found this in the jar of the pom. I have 2 kinds of pom-pom trim. The kind that I like to use to put on pillows and the kind that I don't. This is the kind I don't so I need to find uses for. But for this, it's perfect. I went and walked Scout, figured you would have moved on to the owl. Shari, do you not know me at all, friend? How extra am I? I already know this about myself. Thank you guys for loving me anyway. I get distracted by the things that I like to do, like to finish. And this is really how I craft. When I'm not exactly sure. Oh, let's see. Sorry about the caps. I missed it. Are you telling me I must go buy pom-pom trim? No, I'm not telling you anything, Shari. Do you not have any? I'm kind of shocked. My suggestion is to work in small areas. Ooh, that was kind of warm. But not terrible. Or maybe I just have lost feeling in my fingers from years of crafting. This is also a possibility. We're going to make a bow. We're going to make an owl. I probably won't finish the whole owl ornament, but I will stitch him at least. Since this took forever. Extra is our lifeblood. That is right. Beatrice, if I buy you a plane ticket, can you come to my house? What are we going to do, Beatrice? Something fun? Let's see. All right, we're close to the end. Let's just cut it a little longer than what I think. In between the palms. Let's see. Now I'm kind of having to, oops, I think I can cut one more off. I'm having to kind of finagle it around the hardware, but that's okay because we're going to put a bow up here anyway. So I think it'll be fine. I'm going to put a little glue. I do not own pom-pom trim. Alert the media. I'm going to tell everyone, Shari. That's hilarious. Okay, I don't want to burn my fingers, so there we go. That's pretty good. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. It's so cute. Alrighty. Bow tool time. This is literally my favorite thing for making bows because every bow I make is absolutely ugly. Now, have I missed any questions while I was gluing and messing around? Let me scroll back really quick. Yes, flat on the side. No, you're fine. You can shout at me. No half palms. Right. All right. So I'm going to be gluing my bow right here. It kind of is going to hide the fact that it's not, I mean, it's not bad, but you know, I was working around that top thing. This is a bow tool from my friend Chantal. She has a company called 141 Design. You can get the tool from her or Fat Quarter Shop, which is a quilt cross stitch shop, sells it as well. I think we're going to make a double bow. So let me I'm just going to cut extra. I don't think we need this much. This is about 21 inches of ribbon. I've linked this ribbon down below as well. I leave a little bit of a tail. This is so much easier. You can use your fingers. There's all kinds of tutorials. They're awesome. I even did one last year, but this is the best. So what you do, you hold it with this hand. We're going to wrap around and we're going to do a double. So I'm going to do kind of a figure 8. That's one loop. We've done a figure 8 the other way. That's our second loop. This time, because we're doing a double bow, I'm just going to come around this way, down through the center, and then where my thumb is, we kind of have that little loop. We're going to pull that other tail through it, and then we're going to pull tight. And the great thing about the tool is it frees up your hands to kind of pull those tails. Like I want them both going either down this way or this way. But look how cute this looks on this side. So obviously that's going to be our pretty side. When you have it how you want. Oh, thank you so much, Terry. I'm so glad. You pull it off. And then I like to just kind of fluff up. I'm not terribly, okay. And then when you mess up, this is what you do. Start over. I didn't like that one. It happens. We're going to try again. Never used felt to craft, really? We will discuss it later, Shari. Okay. That's also my favorite thing about this is you can just start over. Okay, that's much tighter. I like that better. Okay, that's going to look way better. So then we're going to fluff it up kind of like so. And we're going to glue it right here to the top. So before we do that, I like to fold this in half. And we're going to just do a little, whoops, let's do it correct. A notch, or that would ruin my whole day. Not really. And we're going to do this side. And then we can just hot glue it right here to the top. Probably could have just done a single bow. Shari's getting in trouble. Ha ha! She's never in trouble. Never! We love our Shari. Okay. I'm just going to put a little dab of glue. And there we go. Now let me tip, you can put some twine or string through here. I have like some thick yarn, and then it can be a hanger, but I'll do that part later. Ta-da! The trim and bow are perfect. Thank you, Cassie. Organize all the things. Oh, yay. I'm so glad. Okay, so I'm loving how this one turned out. Love, love, love. I think the pom-pom trim was a yes. Okay, that's my extra glue. Let's set this guy aside and let's do a little stitching on our owl. If everybody is with it. So let me show you. Here's my little piece I've got. Oh, thank you so much, Athena. What I like to do is I'm going to just draw. I leave my hoops together and I draw around like so. And this is what I did for the other one. I had just already done it. Then I'm going to go on the outside of that line and leave some, because that's what we're going to use to fold over and glue later, like I just did. It does not have to be perfect. Hello, Erin. And I've got my hoops apart. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and stitch this one in the hoop too, because that worked real good actually. And then you can just put that side down, because then it gets folded over. Because it's felt and it's not like, you know, a cross stitch fabric, I do find that you have to open it up pretty good. And then I just go ahead and do that. And then you can tighten it. And this is a cute little one. I don't glue it when I start in case something goes wrong, because I would still like to use my hoop. You know what I mean? So here is our little owl. He's all in earth tones. I'm thinking I'll put him on I have a tree that's more like earth tones and stuff in my basement. And then I do like my red and white upstairs. So that's kind of what I was thinking. So here's our little owl. Let's lay it out first. We've got his body and a wing. What I think we're going to do is I think we're going to stitch his face on first. Do I have? No. So we're going to grab, I thought I had a different color, did I not? We're going to use white. Oh my goodness, you're making 45, Teresa. Oh, how fun. You found your project. Well, I am so glad to help. Oh, thank you, Joanne. You're welcome, Sandy. I'm going to grab some floss. And we're going to stitch his face on. You can do him in any color. You could do him in red and white. Or if you do pinks and aquas, how cute would that be? Just have fun with your color choices. It should always be fun. Go make yourself productive. I know, I've hung out way too long. Thank you for joining, Jeanette. I'm only going to stitch the owl on. I'll do all the finishing for him, and I'll share photos and stuff later. but I thought I would at least stitch him so you can kind of see that process. Especially he has all this specialty felt. What I'm actually going to do first is I'm going to stitch him without, because it's kind of thick, I'm going to stitch his face on. And then I will stitch him to my hoop. And we're just going to go every other. I am not blanket stitching anything on this guy. I love it, but that was time consuming. I love owls. Okay, I thought, wouldn't it be cute, maybe not to do the hoops, maybe if you just made him a little standalone, because he's a tiny little standalone. If you have a craft room Christmas tree, wouldn't it be cute to do these like in rainbow color, if you do your craft room in rainbow? And I know a lot of crafters do. Oops. I thought, wouldn't that be fun to have like a whole assortment? The sparkly felt is super cute. And see, it's very easy to stitch. It kind of blows out the camera a little bit when I get too close. It is sparkly felt. How fun is that? It's from Benzie Design. It die cut beautifully. I was a little nervous about it, but I wanted to try it so I could tell you guys, yes, it works, or no, it doesn't. And I am happy to report, yes, it works. So, if you want to try out some specialty felt, they have beautiful felt. Oh gosh, no knots. Don't you know I'm trying to finish up this live? I say finish, but let's be honest. Oh, I'm still live, Amy. I have been live for a while. It's going to be a long live today, I know. I think I will attempt to edit this and do a... So, for anyone who doesn't want to hang out this long. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. This is like my special birthday week live. Let's call it that. Oh my goodness. Okay. How we know I've been stitching for a while. The knots are happening. Let's see if I can get this fixed. What do you think happened there? Don't know, but we're going to hide it since it's going to be back behind here. This is me time, Tina said. Awesome. Okay, I'm just going to hide this because there's a knot. And it's felt. If this was cross stitch, I wouldn't be as gung-ho, but I would fix the knot, but for this I don't care. Oh, thank you. I love to make those projects. Me too. Oh, thank you, Wanda. You're so sweet. You would have a knot every stitch. You would not. Shari is a great stitcher. All right. And then when I get to this end, I'm just going to go back the other way. Then we're going to stitch the owl to our hoop and add his face because his face is so cute. Oh yes, my birthday was the 15th. Thanks, Shari, for answering. I could do this every day, Terry said. You know, same. Do you mean the live or crafting? I don't know if I want to be live every day. If so, you're going to get the pajamas, not looking ready, camera ready, Nichol. Thank you, Bonnie. Yay, Kim. I'm so glad you caught the live. Okay, this is not really a question about what we're doing here today, but it's a question about going forward as I'm planning 2024. How does everyone feel about the 1 o'clock or well, 1 o'clock Central Time slot for my Friday lives. I'm considering moving them to later in the day. Both, Barbara said. Question, do you know if Spellbinders is going to sell those aprons? I do not know. I can ask. I actually need to follow up with them about something after this. 2 things, actually. So I will ask. How do you store your felt? If it's rolls of felt, I don't know if you can see these. I keep them in bins by color. The flat sheets, they're going to go on this shelf. Ignore that shelf right now in flat things. I don't have as much flat as I do rolls, but that's quickly changing the more Benzie felt that I buy. Oh, awesome, Tamitha. Later lives would be amazing for us in the UK. Okay, good. I'm good with either time. Yes to 1. Thank you for the birthday wishes. 1 is great. I'm kind of thinking so too. Like mornings best, like this time better. Okay, the feedback is good. Like I said, I'm just working on plans for 2024 and just trying to figure out how we want to do all of that. All right. There's his cute little face. So I'm going to lay him down for a minute. We're going to stitch this, I think, at the same time. I love the little metallics. Okay, his little feet. Just like the little pieces for our deer, I do not want to fiddle with those. So we are going to do a little glue. I'm going to use this again. I really prefer this for the felt pieces rather than hot glue. Hot glue is so messy, and I just feel like this is so much easier. So I'm going to go ahead and tuck his little feet. Oh my gosh, he's going to be so cute. I think we'll do all the face pieces in a minute. But I like that. And because I'm being lazy, this is how we're going to do that. And we're just going to stitch all the way around. I prefer 1 anytime. Good with either. Like morning's best. Prefer both times are good, but please not later because then it's late at night, my time zone. It will not be later, for sure. This is as late as I would do it. Hot glue is an accident waiting to happen. It is. Because inevitably, it ends up not where you want it. See, he stitches up fast because he's tiny. Used a hot glue pen. Susie, shut the front door. What is this? I need to know what that is. Hot glue. Afternoon is better, Kathy said. Okay. I'm glad I asked as I was thinking about it. All right. We are going to do that in a minute. So I'm going to stitch the owl first, and then I'll go back and I'm going to stitch the wing on top. I need to know what this hot glue pen is. This sounds like something I need to acquire. Stitch, stitch. Okay, tell me what you're crafting this weekend. Are you making holiday cards? Are you making tags? No crafting, have other things to do, prepping for Thanksgiving if you're here in the US. Are you decorating? Tell me all the things. I love hearing what everybody is doing. Made by Bosch, but she doesn't know if they're sold in the US. She lives in Germany. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, I'm going to be on the hunt for that because that sounds fantastic. Thank you for sharing. Are you stitching, quilting, felt stitching? Tell me everything. I am decorating this weekend. I think I was sharing this during my cross stitch live this week. My daughter for my birthday is coming and helping me decorate, which is the best gift ever. Definitely making Christmas cards, Athena said. Cards and tags, says Nima. Oh, I love hearing what everybody's doing. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. So glad to see you. I'm knitting hats for Christmas gifts. Knitting or crochet, both things I do not know how to do. I'm fascinated by watching, not fascinated enough to dive in yet. But I'm fascinated. That sounds amazing. Have a cross-stitch day tomorrow, Kathy said. Crafting last-minute Thanksgiving cards, quilting and stitching, says Erin. Quilts, felt ornaments, and cross-stitch for the jingle ball. Oh, don't even. That's my plan this evening. I got to get my pre-stitch done for the jingle ball. I mean, it's not going to get done tonight, but every little bit helps, right? Every little bit. Stitching ornaments, making Christmas cards, several glue pins on Amazon. I'm checking that out. Working, cross-stitching ornaments, and more white lettering on Old Fashioned. Yay! I love that. It is a lot of white stitching, but it's so worth it. I will share when I get my little hot cocoa bar all set up. I still love it so, so much. Finishing this out that was supposed to be finished in July. You know the one. Hey. You know my rule. There are no rules. There are no time constraints. You do you. You work at your own pace. We all have stuff going on. Oh, Molly, I will check that out. I'm adding that to my Hobby Lobby list. My Hobby Lobby list for tomorrow. Jingle Bell Biscornu. Yes. Oh, me too. Well, me too. I thought, oh, sign up for all the things. That's so far away. And literally, we're staring down the barrel of that coming up very, very soon. Making Christmas cards and place cards for Thanksgiving. You know, place cards. That's what I should make. Oh, whoops. Don't pull so hard. I would like them to be in AM. Oops. Okay. I'm stitching, trying to finish a classic Christmas. Oh, me too. I haven't picked that bad boy back up. I think I'm about ready. He's about ready to be out of timeout now. So yes. I have to rethread my needle. I had an issue. Oops. Of course. Like what? I have 2 stitches left. Isn't that always the case? You're almost to the end and then, you know, things happen. Couple sipping shops tomorrow and decorating the rest of the weekend. Oh, that sounds nice. Does anyone know of a charity organization that accepts handmade cards? I don't know if they still do this, but if there's not, a great place, nursing homes are fantastic. It's a great way to give cards out during the holiday season. I've done that for quite a few years. Going to the Texas Tech UCF football game in Lubbock, and then the Dallas Cowboys game on Sunday. Girl, you have a great weekend planned. That sounds fantastic. I went to the optometrist and he told me about the light and he thought it would benefit me. I had to laugh when he pulled up the light you are always recommending. Oh, that's so funny. Well, that's awesome. Even the eye doctor says it's great. It has been a game changer for me. All right. Let's stitch that wing on, shall we? I'm going to have to get more floss, of course. Couldn't make it. Is the silver fabric also felt? Yes, everything is felt. It's a specialty felt. Let me show you what it looks like on the back because it's coated. Meaning, so here's the felt that I'm using and here's the other side. So it's got a coating of the glitter. And then the metallic one that the wing is out of and the heart, it's the same way. It just has that coating on it. Thanks everyone for hanging out with me and making this a super fun birthday week live. And letting me play with my felt. I sent cards for kindness, 100 cards like 6 months ago and have another 100 to send again. That's awesome. Are they still doing, well, that might not be the same one I'm thinking of. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah, I have got the biggest mess here. Who said they were coming to help me? Clean up. Here's my funny story. It's been a few weeks ago, but I did a live on a Friday morning, no less. And I must have had computer work to do the rest of that day. I did not come back to my room. I literally left the mess the way it was, and I guess I just walked away and forgot it. Like, literally just walked away. I came back Monday morning, and let's just say, not impressed with myself. Not impressed with myself at all. I had to clean up all of my mess before I could start my week's work, so I have learned my lesson, don't do that. Love the little reindeer, yes. Okay, so now I'm going to stitch my wing in place. I just thought it would be easier than trying to stitch it. It is. And I love all the different textures on this. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am loving these specialty felts, especially for holiday crafting. Ooh, wouldn't little trees be cute? Like if you did a little tree forest out of these. Oh my gosh, I love it. Yes, nursing homes are a great way. Oh, I messed that up. That's okay. These are die cuts. Yes, I did not hand die cut anything. In fact, that's kind of my... there are beautiful ornaments out there that are all hand die cut felt and stitched. It is not for me. I know this about myself. I like to die cut it. It takes that fussiness out of it for me. I can stitch it on all day long. I just really prefer, I prefer having it cut for me. Link for the card for kindness. Yes. Bonnie, if you have, or not Bonnie, whoever had the link for cards for kindness, can you please, Kat, was that you? Can you share it with me? I will put it in the chat when the live is, or put it in the description, pardon me, when the live is over, because that would be great. Kim, I have been live for a while. Yes, you did. I'm so glad you made it. I thought we would just spend this Friday stitching all the things. Or stitching up some cute felt today. Hospitals, Chrislyn said. That's a great suggestion. Hospitals could use cards. I love that suggestion. All right, our stitching is complete for this. I do think we definitely will need little snow and snowflakes, just like we did before, but I'm not going to share that part. I'll do that later. I'm going to have to turn this off at some point or I'll lose my voice. Okay. Let's just set this over here. Let's glue on the rest of our details. Yes, Cassie says she can see a lot of smaller Pashta design dies stitched with these felts. For sure. Okay, good. There's a couple of nursing homes you can check into. Perfect. I'm going to put my glue down for my eyes and my nose, beak. And I do this circular motion because I don't want to drag trails of glue, in case you wondered. These are just black pearls. You probably have some in your crafting stash. His little beak is that gold metallic. Okay, where's my, oh, there it is. I think we're gonna glue it down too. And then I've got my little, oops. We have our little heart. You could put a couple little stitches on it if you want to. Even after the glue dries, you could probably do that. Ta-da! I'm just cleaning up a little glue. And there we go. So imagine him with, you know, snowflakes, snow all around. I did already make a bow. I made a triple bow for this. That's going to go up there. It may even be cute with white palm around it. I don't know. I pulled this brown out, but I don't know that I want brown, although it might not be too bad. Anyway, I thought I would make it, he'll end up looking just like this, just a little bit smaller version. Just like that. Oh, thank you guys. What size are your hoops? This is a 4 and this one is a 5. All right, does anyone have any questions for me? I'm going to finish him off camera because everything is going to be just like this one, which I already did. So we'll stuff it with some quilt batting and put a felt backer, hard backer on the back so it's finished off nice. And then I will put a little hanger on it. Did I miss anybody's questions? Let me know. Oh, thank you so much, Maureen. Love them. Thank you. Okay, let me come over here. I think he'll be good without the palms. I think so too. Let's see. Thank you. Yeah, we'll try it out later and see. Super, they're really fun. I hope this has inspired you, maybe even if you don't have these, if you have other stitching dies, to try stitching them differently. Instead of making like the plush, maybe make a little hoop and see what you think. Oh, thank you, Janie. Thank you, Shimon and Terry. Okay, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I didn't know it was going to be a 2-hour live, but I knew stitching was going to take a little bit. So thank you. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. There won't be a live next week. It's the day after Thanksgiving. A lot of people are off. A lot of people are decorating and all of that. So I'm going to take that day off as well. But I will be back the next week for a live, and I cannot wait. Handmade Holiday will go up Monday evening. I will be live in the chat. It won't be a live video, but I will be live in the chat. So I would love for you to come hang out with me. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you later. Bye. The supplies used in today's video are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Here is another project that you might be interested in. Please remember to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to never miss a new live video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll catch you next time.